Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try.
Going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. With the catch, it's Bennett.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Harbor. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Flips it out to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the left side. Can't get him to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, what a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's a running room. There he goes. At the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line, ground as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Raiola. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Snags a quick pass on the left. It's a seam wide open. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese.
He's got it on the outside. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these 2 coaching staffs.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him! And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Knowles. Touchdown, Husker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. The ball's free. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking to fire. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They'll give it to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback may change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it. 1st down and more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll give it to Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. To the air, it's Raiola. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
25, Nebraska, 21.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make... And the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. The sure hands, it's Knowles. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Huskers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry up. They just keep firing. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Touchdown, Nebraska! They take the lead with the 6. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like having a habit of which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Dances away to buy time. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Unloads quickly, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Just keeps swinging it. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Wants to adjust the pattern. The handoff to Johnson.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
And that's just frustrating. This is an offense that can't afford to throw the football away right here on third and long. Field goal does no good. Being in range means absolutely nothing. You got to take what the defense gives you, maybe make the fourth down more manageable. Now this offense in a tough spot.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The Huskers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Huskers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Bennett. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Keeps looking downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling inbounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Makes the catch. It's Bennett. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football, and he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
To the air, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football. But there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Bell. At the 40, there he goes. He's out of bounds after picking up 17. Got to save every precious second. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Unloads it left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
First down for the offense.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership.